the elements in nature, like, yeah, Prakriti, like physical nature, like the wind, the sky. Um, so for me, the sky, when I sit in an, when I sit in front of an open sky, when there is a lot of open sky in front of me, I feel really the vastness feels like freedom to me. So it gives me a lot of calmness and peace. And then similarly, there is like the kind of weather now, like there is cool breeze and there is rain, and then watching the sun. So these elements of nature give a sense of freedom and peace to me. And in these situations, like I really do not feel the need for not feel the need. In fact, I do not want anybody to disturb me in those moments. Like I really do not want another being to come in that time. I just want to be completely with the nature at that point of time. What I want to understand is these elements in nature, especially the wind, the sky. So, is there more to it, or is it just the senses that are being pleased, or is there more significance? Uh,
Culture hurts. Prakriti has no culture, no civilization. Our culture and our civilization hurt. The social conditioning that envelops the brain hurts. Therefore, it is a soothing experience to go to a waterfall or to a jungle or to a hill or enjoy the rain or look at the sky. It just tells us that animals are better off than us. No animal enjoys it when it somehow strays into the city. But man really enjoys it if he can get to live in the jungle. Animals sometimes cross over into cities, don't they? How do they feel then? What the hell? Send me back to where I came from. But man pays a lot of money to somehow get a week to spend in the jungle. What does that tell you? Our culture and civilization have gone wrong. We came from jungle in the hope of doing better in our villages and cities. But our villages and cities have failed. We still find in many ways the jungle to be better than our villages and cities. There is nobody who is not sometimes seized by a strong desire to return to the jungle. Does that not happen? It is because that which we call as our education, our society, our systems, our thought, our philosophy, our civilization, all are based on very material grounds. There is no spiritual basis to them. So they have failed to take us to a level of consciousness higher than that of jungle. I've often said that animals are in many ways better than human beings. Man had the potential to either rise above the animal or fall way below it. Man has continuously been making the wrong choice. If you cannot build your cities and your social systems on spiritual foundations, then it is better to stay in the jungle. If your family, your workplace, your institutions do not run on spiritual grounds, then they better not run at all.
Where did we go wrong?
Maybe right now.
I mean, things. I don't think things were always so bad. Like, I don't think humans started off with the
See, this is Leela.
intention that
Man has been given an option. And the chances are that he will exercise the option wrongly. Not man's fault. Not man's fault. The option has been given to a gorilla. And the option is liberation or procreation. It is good that the choice was given. It's an enabling choice. Choice can mean power. But look to whom the choice was given. It was given to the gorilla. Now, how is it a surprise if the gorilla has been choosing wrongly and wrongly and wrongly throughout? You're asking, when did we go wrong? We have been going wrong. It's a continuous process. The more power you give to the gorilla, the more you are ensuring that the gorilla will cause destruction to itself and everybody else. That's what all our developments, scientific or otherwise, have done. Man has been giving gorilla the power. Man has been giving himself the power. When did we go wrong? The day when somebody decided that spiritual education needs to have only a marginal presence in the education system of the society. That's when we went wrong. We have been continuously deciding that way. Look at how your kids are being educated today as well. Purely on material grounds. Our cities, our culture, they exist to give us what we want. They do not exist to give us liberation. Appreciate the difference. All our development is intended in the direction of giving us more and more of what we want, right? What we want. It is not intended in the direction of liberation. And who are we? Gorillas. So the entire thrust is on giving the gorilla what the gorilla himself wants. So what will the gorilla want for himself? More food, more pleasure, more sex, a lengthy life, more amenities. And that's what we have done in the name of development. That's what the human progress story has been about. That's what entire cult of liberalism is about. They say respect the individual's choice. And who is the individual? A gorilla. What do you mean by respecting his choice? First of all, educate him. But you are saying, no. Individual choice, the individual ego is supreme. It has to be respected. You are respecting just the wrong agency. Do not be surprised if the entire world democratically chooses to have mass annihilation. Now, what will you do? It's a democratic decision. It's the most liberal thing that can happen. Did not Hitler gain power through a democratic process? If you do not educate the people and keep respecting their choices, this is what you will get. The gorilla is doing what the gorilla will. Before you say, I want, don't you need to be educated in who this I is? But the emphasis is always on the want and never on the I. This entire culture, the entire industry, the whole expanse of human activity and thought is on I want. I want. What is it that you want? I want. Without paying any attention to who is the one who wants, who the thinker is, that we are not considering at all. And people take their wants as something very sacred. They want their wants to be respected. Want says want must be respected. No, I do not want this. The thing is, what else can the gorilla want? Surely you will not like this, you will like something else. You will like what the gorilla must like. Individual freedom is something great and beautiful, but only when the fellow has been educated in the basics of spirituality. If he has no such education, then giving him the power to choose is going to prove disastrous. It has already proven disastrous. Last month, Paris was at 43 degrees centigrade. I want. That's what the gorilla has brought this earth to. Is this that is happening in Pune usual?
No.
Does Pune usually receive this much of rain? This is what the gorilla has done. By wanting. I hear much more is in store for tomorrow. It's going to be a red Sunday. Some of you might consider staying over at this place. It might not be very easy to travel. This is what happens when the choices of the gorilla are respected. I want to consume more. Yes, bid. You know, it was a slip. I said bid. Where did it come from? I got confused between uttering baby and kid. So the baby or the kid says, this is what I want. And then you fetch that stuff to the bid. And what you get is this.